Hello, hello, and happy Transfer Tuesday. Transfer Tuesday is the day of the week where we move our money in the right direction, no matter which financial goal we are going after, and no matter how much you can afford to transfer or contribute. If you want to know more about Transfer Tuesday, like who created it, why we do it, how it's helpful, then definitely check out my description box. But otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and jump into the transfers that have occurred for me over the last week. However, I do want to give y'all an update on paying off my student loan debt and my credit scores. So for the last few weeks and in my last couple of updates, I've been saying that my student loans have not been removed from my credit score, like my FICO score, my Vantage score. It still showed that I had that debt. Well, over the last week or so, that has changed. They are now all gone. They show as paid off. And my credit score did not change at all. So it is still, my Vantage score is still 805. I checked my FICO score across multiple sources. That is still 805. I even checked my FICO score through my banks and made sure like the student loans were also removed, and they were. It shows that I no longer have them, and my credit score didn't budge. I did notice that my credit history is shorter, and that was like the main thing I was concerned about because my student loans, a few of them were really old, like over 12 years old. So that was kind of helping with that aspect of my score. I open credit cards fairly frequently, like every 6 months to a year. So my credit history is somewhat truncated. And I think while I had my student loan debt, my average credit history was a little bit over 6 years. And now it's like 4 years or something. The average is 4 years, which means that I'm no longer like in the green. I'm in the yellow now, at least according to Credit Karma, but it didn't change anything. And yeah, that's fine with me. I thought it would go down a little bit. Some of y'all were like, it's gonna go down 40 points. That's what you were guessing. But no, that didn't happen. It didn't budge at all. So I'm happy about that. It doesn't really matter for me at this point, just because I am not planning to like take out any other loan or get a house anytime soon. It was just something I was curious about because when I paid off my car, my score did drop a bit, but it quickly recovered. It came back to where it was within a month or two. So that's what I was expecting with this, but no change. As for transfers, I do have a few things to go over because I've made a couple of transfers over the last week. And the first is going to be for my debt over it scholarship/grant. This is a sinking fund. I will be doing this giveaway, grant, scholarship, whatever you want to call it, in November. As I keep saying, stay tuned for that. There will be more information about it. The goal for this account is $1,000. In September, I put $550 to the sinking fund, and then I knew that I wanted to wait until October to finish it out, so I needed to do an extra $450. One thing I didn't mention last week, because I didn't talk about this sinking fund, is that I received interest in this account. It wasn't much. This was from the final day of September, and that was $1.07. And then on October 4th or October 5th, I got paid out from a couple of things like affiliate sales, sponsorships. So I went ahead and made a big transfer here so that I could finish this sinking fund out. So that was $448.93. And that got me to the $1,000. So this is now sitting at $1,000, and that is what I'm going to leave it at until I actually use it. So that sinking fund is done, which is very exciting. Next would be my 2024 Roth IRA sinking fund. So this money is just being saved so I can max out my Roth IRA in 2024 and not have to worry about it then. As of last Transfer Tuesday, this balance reached $2,100. And on the same day as I made that other transfer, I put $700 to this sinking fund, which is a big chunk of progress. And then also on October 5th, I received an email from Regions Bank that my bonus came through. So I opened a Regions checking account a couple of months ago. I think it was August. Y'all already know that I open multiple checking accounts throughout the year, and one of those more recent ones was Regions. This actually wasn't a bonus that I was able to find online. I received a flyer in the mail with a code, like a one-time code, to get a $400 bonus after direct depositing $1,500, I believe it was, and you have to do that within 90 days. So I actually quickly was able to achieve that. I think I had done it in like 2 pay periods, and then it said I would get the bonus within about 60 days or so, and that's exactly what happened. It was like basically exactly 60 days when I got paid out for the bonus, and that was $400. I always say this, but that's like literally one of my favorite ways to make extra income. It's passive income in my opinion, because it just takes a few minutes of my time to set up. And yeah, I just love it. I think it's really exciting and a great way to make extra income if you're able to. So I did go ahead and put that full $400 to this Roth IRA sinking fund as well. Quite a lot in savings there. That's $1,100 from over the last week just to this account. I actually am not going to add anything for today's Transfer Tuesday. I'm sorry if that's disappointing, but hopefully, you know, 1,100 is quite a bit. So I don't want to add any more at this point, not until probably my next pay, which is going to be this Friday actually. So we'll see next week, but this is looking good. So my 2024 Roth IRA sinking fund now has $3,200, which means to reach my goal of $7,000, I need to add $3,800. So yeah, that is it for me this week. Please comment down below what you did to move your money in the right direction for today's Transfer Tuesday. Otherwise, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next one.